name is Brooke Haldeman, and I'm the 4-H Youth Development Educator in Gibson County.
Hi, my name is Alexus Maschinot, and I'm the Plant and Environmental Science Extension Specialist for the Indiana 4-H Youth Development Program. Thank you for joining us in these series of videos to help spark an interest in science in today's youth. We will be presenting Sparking an Interest in Environmental Science, the Nature Explorers Spark Club curriculum.
So what are Spark Clubs? 4-H Spark Clubs in Indiana are educational experiences designed and marketed specifically to spark an interest in the 4-H program and serve as a gateway experience for new 4-H volunteers and youth. These are short-term experiences with a focus on a single topic from one of our 3 primary mission areas: science, healthy living, and leadership. These experiences are intentionally designed to engage youth in grades 3 through 12 in collaborative learning environments while they learn by doing. Guided by adult volunteers, youth focus on a topic of interest, allowing them to explore as they learn, thus empowering them with new skills.
So this Spark is best suited for youth in grades 3rd through 5th. Spark activities are required to be at least 6 hours of education. This curriculum, however, exceeds the 6-hour minimum, allowing educators to expand the Spark experience or customize content to highlight what is relevant in your communities. Utilize parks, nature reserves, or other natural areas within your community to enhance the learning experience. Even in urban areas, this curriculum is designed to bring the environment to youth and can be completed entirely indoors. This Spark can also be delivered in a single session or over multiple meetings.
For this Spark, all curriculum is provided, including links to supplemental information for those who may not be familiar with this topic or simply wish to read further. For activities, some preparation is required. You can consult the Spark outline to find needed materials and activity descriptions. If you are looking for enrichment activities or individuals with topic expertise, try contacting local DNR officials, soil and water conservation departments, or even local environmental groups.
So included in this packet is an outline of the curriculum. The outline gives the general structure of the Spark and includes lesson plans and supplemental materials. At the end of the outline is a list of necessary supplies broken down by activities to allow for ease of setup. Topics covered in this Spark include exploring nature, forestry, soil and water science, and biome exploration. For a reflection activity, participants are asked to apply their knowledge of environmental systems accumulated through this activity to create a viable habitat where both humans and wildlife will benefit.
In Unit 1, students begin with the Explore Nature activity, an open inquiry-based activity that allows youth to make observations and develop their own questions about nature. The next 2 activities investigate the importance of color in our natural environment. Color Scavenger Hunt. What colors can be found in the natural environment? Participants explore their environment and see the spectrum of colors in nature. Color Exploration. How does color help organisms survive? The survival of an organism in its environment highly depends on its coloration, but not all species blend in to help them survive. This activity introduces this concept by having youth compare 2 different species of frogs to learn about different strategies for survival. Unit 2 explores forestry. Lessons include Tree Talk. How can you identify trees? This lesson teaches that trees can be distinguished by unique characteristics of their leaves. Rings of a tree. How can you tell how old a tree is? Participants learn about tree growth and how information is recorded in tree rings. The importance of trees. Why are trees important? This handout provides information on how trees are beneficial to not only in the environment, but to us as well by reducing temperature, absorbing greenhouse gases, and stabilizing soils. The incredible carbon journey. How does human activity impact the carbon cycle? This activity explains how carbon is the essential molecule for life on Earth and is found in many different forms as it cycles through our planet. However, human activities such as deforestation and burning fossil fuels have altered this cycle.
Unit 3 covers soil and water topics. Lessons include the human intervention in the water cycle. So how does human consumption impact the quality and quantity of water available? This activity demonstrates how our everyday actions impact water quality. This activity does require some amount of setup and preparation to be sure the activity has been ready before the youth arrive. So make sure you definitely take some time to have this already set up, maybe around the outsides of the room, just so the flow from one activity to another makes more sense. The next activity is there's no new water. So how much fresh water is actually available on Earth? This experience puts water availability into perspective with hands-on demonstrations. Next is Earth's filter. So what natural process cleans water? The properties and structures of soil makes it possible to filter potential contaminants and improve water quality. In this challenge, participants construct a model to demonstrate how groundwater is filtered. And last is the pudding, dirt pudding. So what are the soil layers? This activity uses edible ingredients to be able to build your own soil horizons. Unit 4 concludes the spark by combining trees, soil, and water into the concepts of a habitat. By first exploring what are biomes in the Becoming a BioGeographer activity, youth studied Earth's biomes by comparing differences in climate and vegetation. Interactive links are provided for youth to research and explore biomes. However, if computer access is not available, materials can be printed and made into stations beforehand. After youth have researched, they can then build a diorama to model a biome of their choice. Biodiversity basics. So how are organisms dependent upon each other? This activity emphasizes that organisms not only depend on their environment, but also depend on each other for survival. Habitat collapse. Why do we need to protect our habitats? Understanding the importance of habitats and the consequences of a reduction in resources or space for wildlife. Creature connections. How can humans and animals coexist? So as we mentioned earlier with the reflection activity, this is what it would be. This activity will allow youth to reflect upon their information they have learned throughout this opportunity and apply it to real-life scenarios. Youth will use critical thinking and creative thinking to restore an area to establish a suitable habitat that benefits both humans and animals. So some examples of an area that could be reestablished would be a flooded agricultural land or abandoned buildings or fields.
To conclude this spark, students will need to apply their knowledge of all its units to create a habitat where wildlife can thrive and cohabitate with humans. This activity is also an introduction for a conversation on human impact and influences in our environment. For evaluation, we recommend Common Measures Survey Science Interest grades 4 through 12. We've also developed an Explorer's Handbook. This provides participants a place to record observations and share what they have learned and coincides with our provided lessons.
And as we mentioned, all the materials are available in the curriculum packet, which is going to be available for download. And here you can see with the introduction page to the Nature Explorers curriculum, it provides a table of content as well with the outline for the curriculum and all the lesson plans, along with the additional resources for each activity. Thank you again for listening. If you have any questions, please contact us. Thank you.